Have you ever watched the last minute of a football match and thought, why is 1 minute suddenly longer than 5?
Yeah.
The clock is normal, so why does our brain feel something completely different?
Wait, seriously, that happens to me all the time. I mean, I always look at the screen and think the TV is broken or something.
You know, it is so funny because you are definitely not crazy. We all feel it. Like, we just sit on the sofa and we watch the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And the game is almost over,
Yeah.
right? But the clock just moves so slowly, you feel like time just completely stops.
Yes. I stare at those little numbers in the corner of the TV. They do not change at all.
Right.
I wait, I look away, I look back, and it is still the exact same minute.
I know.
Yeah.
Many people think time is very simple. They think, well, 1 minute is always 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And yes, for a real clock, 1 minute is always 60 seconds. The clock on the wall does not change its speed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But our brain is different. Our brain does not feel every minute in the same way. Sometimes time flies.
Right, it goes so fast.
Exactly. And sometimes it almost stops completely.
That is so true. Sometimes a whole weekend goes by in a flash. But then 1 hour at work feels like a whole year.
Yes. And a football match is a perfect example, especially during a big tournament, like the World Cup.
Oh, definitely. The World Cup is crazy.
It really is. The match shows us how our brain plays games with us. It shows how time changes inside our heads.
I can feel it just thinking about it. My heart starts beating faster.
So let us talk about those last 5 minutes. Imagine this. You are sitting at home.
Okay.
Your country is playing a very important match. Maybe it is the semifinal. Your team is winning 1-0.
Oh, man. I cannot even sit down in that situation. I have to stand up. I walk around the room.
Yes. Everyone stands up. You look at the screen. There are only 5 minutes left. Just 5 small minutes.
But they do not feel small.
Right. On a normal day, 5 minutes is nothing. You wait 5 minutes for a bus, and you do not even think about it.
You just stand there.
Exactly. But in the match, these 5 minutes feel like 20 minutes. They feel very heavy.
They feel like a lifetime. But why? Why does the bus wait feel fast, but the match feels so slow?
Because of danger. Think about what is happening in the game. The other team starts attacking.
Yeah, they need a goal.
Right. They are losing, so they must score. They push forward. Every time they pass the ball, it feels dangerous to you.
Oh, my heart stops every time they run near our goal.
Yes. A player kicks the ball out. It's a corner kick for the other team. A corner kick feels so important.
It feels like the end of the world. I always shout at the TV. I say, just kick it. Kick it away.
Me too. We all shout. We watch the ball fly in the air. We watch the players jump.
Yeah.
And then we watch the players jump.
Yeah.
And then we look at the clock. We want the match to finish right now. The clock says 89 minutes and 1 second.
89.01.
Okay. We wait. We watch another pass. We watch a player run down the field. We hold our breath.
It feels like an hour passes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We look at the clock again. We think it must be over soon. But the clock says 89.08.
No way. Only 7 seconds. That is impossible. I mean, I saw 3 passes and a jump.
That is what everyone says. Like, it was only 7 seconds.
How is that possible?
Fans laugh about this later. We share this strange feeling. We think someone at the stadium made a mistake.
Right. The clock must be broken.
But nothing is wrong with the stadium clock. The clock is working perfectly.
Okay, wait. I'm confused. If the clock is working, what is happening in my head?
It happens because your brain is paying attention to every tiny moment. Think of your brain like a camera.
A camera, like on my phone.
Yes, exactly like that. On a normal, boring day, your brain camera takes 1 picture every second.
Okay.
When you wait for a bus, your brain is relaxed. You do not care about the cars on the street.
Yeah, you just ignore them.
Right. Your brain takes 1 picture, then another picture, very slowly.
Just a normal speed. I get that.
But when your team is winning 1-0 and there is a corner kick, your brain wakes up completely.
It is on full alert.
Yes, your brain wants to keep you safe from danger. So it changes the camera speed.
Oh, I see.
Instead of 1 picture a second, your brain takes 10 pictures every second. It sees the ball, the grass, the referee.
So it takes a lot of pictures really fast.
Exactly. And later, when your brain looks at all those pictures, it gets tricked.
Tricked how?
Your brain says, wow, look at all these pictures. This must have taken a very long time.
That makes so much sense.
Right. It feels like more time is passing because you have more memories of those few seconds.
More pictures mean more time. My brain is working too fast, so the clock feels too slow. That is a great trick.
It is a really great trick, and this camera trick is even stronger during penalty shootouts.
Oh, please, no. Penalties. I hate penalties.
They're completely crazy, right? They change time in a very different way.
They are too stressful. I feel sick when they happen.
They really are the most stressful part of football. Let us think about a real penalty kick. What actually happens?
It's a lot of waiting.
Well, in real life, the player takes the ball. He walks to the penalty spot. He puts the ball in the grass.
Yeah, the goalkeeper jumps a little bit.
The referee looks at the player. The referee blows the whistle. The player runs, and he kicks it.
It sounds so simple and fast when you say it like that.
Because it is.
Yeah.
In real life, this whole action takes only a few seconds. The walk takes maybe 10 seconds.
Really?
Yes. And the run and the kick take maybe 3 or 4 seconds.
But when you watch it, it feels endless.
Exactly. The player walks so slowly, it looks like he is walking in water. Your brain is taking 100 pictures every second.
I cannot even watch. I really cannot. It is too much for me. I usually leave the room.
You are definitely not the only one.
Yeah.
Many people cannot watch penalties. The stress is just too high.
Yeah.
Fans do very funny things. Some people hide behind a pillow on the sofa. They put the pillow right over their face.
I stay in the room, but I cover my eyes. I put my hands over my face and look at the floor.
But do you really close your eyes completely? Are you sure?
Well, no. I leave a little space between my fingers. Just a tiny hole.
Aha! I knew it!
I secretly look through my fingers at the TV.
Exactly. People cover their eyes, but they still look between their fingers. They say, I do not want to see it.
But we really want to know what happens.
Yes. So they watch in secret. And then there are people who close their eyes completely.
Yeah.
They hear the crowd shout on the TV.
Yeah.
And 1 second later, they ask, what happened? Did we score?
That is me. I do that too. I look away, hear a sound, and yell, what happened?
It is so funny because almost everyone does this. Grown adults hiding behind pillows because of a ball.
We really act like children during penalties. We just want it to be over.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
You know, when I hide behind the pillow, I feel a little silly.
Yeah.
But when I actually watch the normal match, I feel completely different. I feel like I am in charge.
What do you mean, like you are playing the game?
Like I am controlling the time and the players. Think about a normal day.
Okay.
During a normal day, you never look at a clock very closely. You go to work, you eat lunch.
That is true. I only look at the clock when I'm hungry. I say, is it 12 o'clock yet?
Right. But during a close football match, people change. Especially during the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Every 4 years, millions of people suddenly become time experts. We sit in our living rooms and try to control the clock.
We think we are the boss of the game.
We do. The game reaches 90 minutes. Now it is time for the referee to add extra minutes for injuries.
Added time.
Yes, added time. The referee holds up a board with a number. This is where it gets really funny.
Why is that?
Because our feeling about time depends entirely on the score.
Oh, yes. It changes completely. 5 minutes can be very good or very bad.
Exactly. When our team is winning, we want the game to end immediately.
Right.
We see the referee hold up the board with the number 5, 5 minutes of added time. We go crazy.
I always shout at the TV, 5 minutes. Why 5 minutes?
Yes, that is unfair. There were no injuries.
I always say the referee wants the other team to win. I say he is helping them.
We all say that. 5 minutes feels like a punishment, feels like an hour. We say, come on, referee, blow the whistle.
We count down from 10 out loud. 10, 9, 8, blow the whistle.
But imagine the exact same game.
Yeah.
Everything is the same, the stadium, the players.
Okay.
But your team is losing by 1 goal. You need a goal. The clock reaches 90 minutes. The referee holds up 5 minutes.
Well, then 5 minutes is nothing. We need more time. 5 minutes is a joke.
Right. We shout, only 5, give us 10. The other team was walking slowly all game.
We want the time to stretch.
Yes. But think about it, the clock is exactly the same. 5 minutes is always 5 minutes.
Yeah.
The stadium did not change. The universe did not change. Only our feelings changed.
So time changes just because of what we want. That is crazy. Our brain completely ignores reality.
It does. Our desire changes our reality. If we are happy and winning, time is an enemy. We want it to hurry up.
And if we are losing, time runs away from us too fast.
Exactly. And it is not just about time. We also become sudden football experts.
Sudden experts. Like we think we know everything about football.
Yes. Normally, I do not know how to manage a football team. I cannot play football well.
Right.
But during the World Cup, I know everything. I know exactly what the players should do. And I tell them through the television.
Oh, I do this all the time. I shout at the players. I yell really loud.
We watch a professional player. This player trains every day of his life. He makes millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And I sit on my sofa eating chips and I shout, pass. Pass the ball. Do not hold it.
Or I shout, shoot. Why are you waiting? Shoot the ball now.
Yes. Why did you pass to him? We get so angry.
I yell that a lot. No, not him. He's too slow.
Now, we know the players cannot hear us, The stadium is in another country. The TV is just glass and plastic.
True.
We know this in our logical brain, but our emotional brain does not care. We feel like our shouting can help them.
I always think if I shout loud enough, maybe the player will hear me in his mind.
Yes. We think our energy travels through the TV onto the field.
It is because we care so much in that moment. Excitement makes us very involved.
Yes, excitement changes everything. But what if we do not care? What if the match is not exciting?
Oh, a boring match. That is a very different story. The clock does not move.
It is the complete opposite. Sometimes nothing happens. The teams are too careful.
Yeah, they do not want to make a mistake.
So the ball just stays in the middle. Player A passes to player B. Player B passes to player C.
And then the goalkeeper kicks it long and the other team gets it and they do the exact same thing. Pass, pass, pass.
Exactly. Nobody runs fast. There are no shots on goal. The goalkeepers look bored. There is no danger.
And the commentators on TV sound tired.
Yes. When this happens, our brain changes again. Our brain gets bored.
So if there is no danger, the brain camera stops taking pictures.
Well, it is a little different. Let us use a new idea. When a match is exciting, your brain is a busy room full of people.
Okay.
People are talking, music is playing, you do not hear the clock on the wall.
Right.
But when the match is boring, your brain is a completely empty room. There's
Yeah.
nobody there.
No music?
And in an empty room, the ticking of the clock is the loudest sound in the world.
Tick, tick, tick.
Wow, I like that. An empty room? That is exactly how it feels. The clock is so loud in my head.
Yes. Your brain needs interesting things to stay busy. Without interesting things, time slows down completely.
I just want something to happen.
And brain starts looking for other things to do.
Yeah.
You are sitting on the sofa, you watch 5 minutes of slow passing.
Yeah.
You put your hand in your pocket, you take out your phone, start checking Instagram.
I usually start reading funny comments online. I look at my phone for 10 minutes.
Right. And then someone in the room stands up, they say, I am going to the kitchen.
They're not even hungry.
Exactly. They open the fridge, they look inside, they close the fridge. Someone else suddenly remembers they are hungry.
They say, should we order pizza? We talk about everything except the game. We talk about work or cars. Yes, you talk about the weather. And then someone looks at the TV and asks, did anything happen?
And the person next to them says, no, still 0-0, nothing happened.
I know that feeling so well.
Yeah.
A boring match feels like an entire afternoon is gone, but it has only been 20 minutes.
We look at the clock and think, how is it only 20 minutes?
It is the exact same clock, but a boring experience stretches time out. The brain has an empty room, so it focuses on waiting.
And waiting is the enemy of time. You know, I do the exact same thing when I am waiting for a text message.
Yes, that is the exact same brain trick.
I just stare at the phone. It feels exactly the same.
This brings us to a really important idea. This feeling of slow time does not just happen in football. It happens everywhere in real life.
Waiting for a text message is the worst. It is pure torture.
Let us talk about that text message. We all do this every day. You send an important message, maybe to your boss.
Or you ask, did I get the job?
Yes. Now you need the answer. You put the phone on the table.
And then I just look at the phone. The screen is black.
It is terrible.
Yeah.
You wait. You think, okay, they're reading it now. They will reply in a second.
Yeah.
You walk away, but your brain is still with the phone.
Yeah.
You walk back. You pick up the phone. You turn the screen on.
No message.
You look at the time. You think it's been 10 minutes. It has only been 1 minute.
I always check my phone every 30 seconds. I just tap the screen with my finger to see if it lights up.
Tap.
Nothing.
Tap again. Nothing.
I do that too. But here's the core idea. Checking the phone does not make time move faster.
No.
It does not make the message arrive sooner. But we still do it. Why?
I do not know.
Yeah.
I guess I want to control it. Like shouting at the football player?
Exactly. You want control. But every time we check, we remind our brain that we are waiting.
Oh, wow.
We put a spotlight on the clock. We make the waiting harder. The more important the answer is, the slower time feels.
That is so true. If I say hello to a friend, I do not care when they reply. I put the phone in my pocket.
Right.
But if I ask, did I get the job?
Mm-hmm.
Every single second hurts. Yes, because the answer matters.
Yeah.
Let us talk about waiting for exam results.
Mm-hmm.
You take a big test on Monday.
Okay.
The teacher says, I will give you the results on Friday.
Oh, those 4 days are terrible. Monday to Friday feels like a year.
Time moves like a very slow turtle. You wake up on Tuesday, you think, I have to wait 3 more days.
You cannot focus on anything else. Your brain is stuck.
Your brain is stuck in the empty room. And there are small examples too. Think about waiting outside a doctor's office.
Oh, the doctor's waiting room. Time definitely stops there. Completely stops.
It really does stop. You walk into the building, the person at the desk says, "Please sit down. The doctor will see you soon."
You look at the chairs. They do not look comfortable.
You sit on a very hard chair. You look around the room. It is always quiet.
Too quiet.
Very quiet. There are old magazines on a small table. You pick one up. You read a story about a car from 5 years ago.
You do not care about the car. You put the magazine down.
You look at the wall. There is a round clock on the wall.
Yeah.
You watch the second hand move. Tick, tick, tick.
It is like the clock is making fun of me. It is saying, you are stuck here.
It is. You think you have been there for an hour. You look at your watch. It has been 12 minutes.
Why is it so slow?
Because you are nervous. You might be sick. You want to go home to your bed. Your brain is focused on the delay.
Nothing interesting to do. So time expands.
It becomes huge and heavy. What about the supermarket? That is a classic one.
The supermarket line. Yes. I always get angry in the supermarket line.
This is a perfect example of slow time. You finish shopping. Your basket is full of heavy food.
You have milk, bread, apples.
You're tired. Your feet hurt. You walk to the front of the store. There are 5 lines. You have to choose one line.
And I always choose the wrong one. Every single time.
We all think we choose the wrong one. You stand in line. There are only 2 people in front of you. You think, this will be fast.
But then the first person has a problem. They always have a problem.
Yes. They pull out a bag of small coins. They count them slowly. 1, 2, 3.
And they want to pay with the small coins.
Then the machine does not read their card. The machine beeps loudly. The cashier has to call the manager.
The manager is far away at the back of the store. And I just stand there, holding my heavy basket, getting angry.
You stand there. Your arm hurts. You look at the other lines. The people on the other lines are moving.
They are paying. They are smiling. They are leaving.
You look back at your line. The manager is walking very slowly. You are standing in the exact same spot.
It is only 5 minutes, but it feels like a punishment.
It feels terrible. Your brain is saying, I want to move. I cannot escape. This frustration slows time down.
Or waiting for food in a restaurant when you are super hungry. That is another one.
Oh, that is painful. You sit down at the table. You order a big, delicious burger and hot fries.
The first 5 minutes are okay, but then it gets bad.
You talk to your friend. You drink
Yes.
all your water. Your glass is empty. You look at the kitchen door.
Every time a waiter comes out with warm plates, you sit up, you think, is that my food?
Yes. You follow the waiter with your eyes.
I smile at him, and then he walks past me and goes to another table.
He gives the beautiful food to the table next to you. You
Yeah.
smell the fries.
Yeah.
You feel so sad.
I'll look at my watch. I say, we ordered 20 minutes ago. Where is the food?
The longer you wait, the hungrier you get. The hungrier you get, the slower time moves.
My stomach is angry.
Your stomach is telling your brain, pay attention to time. We need food.
Wow.
So in all these situations, the doctor, the text message, the supermarket, the restaurant waiting is hard.
It is hard because our brain is focused on the lack of action.
Exactly. The room in our brain is empty, so the clock is very loud.
Wait, so waiting is always bad and slow. But what about when things are good? What about when we are not waiting?
Ah, that is the beautiful part.
Does the clock disappear?
Yes. When things are good, time does the exact opposite. We talked about a great football match making 90 minutes disappear.
Right, because I never look at my phone during a good game. Never.
Exactly. Think about a great football match. There are lots of goals, fast running, great passes. The energy is high.
The room in your head is full of happy people.
Yes, you sit down at the start of the match, and suddenly the referee blows the whistle for halftime.
45 minutes are gone. You think, already, halftime already.
Time flies when it is a good game.
Yeah.
Then the second half starts. More goals, more excitement.
You cheer.
And then the match is over. 90 minutes disappear. They vanish into the air.
During those 90 minutes, you completely forget the real world. I do not check my messages. Even if it buzzes in my pocket, I ignore it.
You forget your food. The food gets cold on the table. Sometimes people even forget to drink water.
They are thirsty, but they cannot look away from the TV screen.
Their whole attention is inside the game. Their brain stops counting time.
So when I am happy, the brain stops looking at the clock. The room is too busy with fun things.
Exactly. When you are happy and when you are not worried, your brain is full of good things.
It has no space left to count seconds.
Think about going on a fun vacation. You work hard all year, finally take 1 week off. You take an airplane to a beautiful beach.
Oh, that sounds amazing right now. Sun, sand, no emails.
Right. No emails, no phone calls.
Bruh.
You do not set an alarm clock. You walk to the beach. You swim in the clear sea.
You laugh with your family or friends.
Suddenly, it is dinner time. The sun is going down. You say, where did the day go? It was just morning a minute
That
ago.
whole day feels our 1 hour.
And then suddenly the week is over. You are packing your bags to go back home. You feel sad.
You think, I just arrived yesterday. How is it Sunday already?
The 7 days feel so short. Why? Because you enjoyed every moment. Your brain did not wait for anything.
You were just living. You were not waiting for the next thing.
This is what happens when we do not worry about the future. Time moves fast.
I feel that when I watch a great movie, too. I forget where I am.
A great movie is a perfect example. You sit in the dark in the cinema, the story starts. You follow the characters.
You want them to win. You laugh at the jokes. You get scared by the bad guys.
The movie is 2 hours long. But when the words come on the screen at the end, you are surprised. You think, is it over already?
You were in another world. In that other world, time does not exist in the same way.
Or when you have a long conversation with a close friend.
That is the best feeling. You meet a good friend at a nice coffee shop. You start talking.
You talk about old memories.
Yeah.
You talk about funny stories. You drink one cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Then you order another cup.
You are completely focused on your friend. Then you look outside the window. It is dark outside.
You look at your watch. 3 hours have passed.
And you feel like you just sat down 10 minutes ago.
Exactly. 3 hours. Think about 3 hours in a boring meeting at work. 3 hours in a boring meeting feels like a week.
You want to cry? But with a good friend, 3 hours feels like a short moment. Why? Does the camera stop taking pictures?
No, the camera's still working. But the room in your brain is busy again. The brain is happy.
It does not check the clock.
It feels safe, happy, and connected. The brain doesn't need to check the clock to see if danger is over. There is no danger.
The weight is not there. You are exactly where you want to be.
That is a really nice way to think about it. When we are where we want to be, time flies because we are safe.
It is very nice. We should try to find more of those fast moments, the moments where we forget time.
Because these fast moments, these very emotional moments, are the ones that stay with us the longest in our lives.
They're the moments we keep forever. The boring stuff just goes away.
Yes, they become our permanent memories. And this connects back to football and to life.
How so?
Let us talk about why emotional moments stay in our memory. Think about the World Cup again, but not now.
Okay.
Think about the World Cup when you were a young child.
Oh, wow. Yes. Childhood World Cups. Watching with my dad.
Ask almost any adult who likes football. Ask them which World Cup was the best.
They will say the one when they were a child.
Yes, many people will smile and say the World Cup in 1994 or 1998. They will say that was the best one. The goals were more beautiful. The magic was real.
I definitely feel that way. The matches when I was 10 years old were amazing. The players were like giants to me.
But were they really better? Think about it logically. If we watch those old matches now on the internet, they might be slow.
The video quality is bad.
The players might make lots of mistakes.
Mhm.
Objectively, they were not better. But in our memory, they are perfect.
They feel magical. Why do they feel so magical?
Because as children, everything feels new. Everything feels bigger. The green grass is so green.
Everything just felt bigger back then. I was smaller, so the world was bigger.
Exactly. And most importantly, as children, we have very few worries.
Yeah.
Think about your life when you were 10 years old watching a big match with your family.
It was great. I sat on the soft floor in the living room with my dad and my older brother.
You had snacks.
We had a big bowl of snacks. We painted our faces with the country colors. We just watched and cheered. I did not think about anything else.
You just watched and cheered. You were completely in the moment. You did not have rent or bills to pay.
No emails from my boss.
You did not have to worry about buying food at the supermarket.
Yeah.
You just had football, hot summer weather, and your family.
It was pure excitement. I remember we made flags out of paper and sticks. We ran around the house when we scored.
That is a beautiful memory.
Yeah.
And because the emotion was so strong and so pure, the memory stays with you forever.
It really does.
That is the strange truth about human memory. Emotion creates memory. Let me ask you a question to prove this.
Yeah.
Can you remember what you ate for dinner exactly 11 days ago?
11 days ago? No way. I do not know. I cannot even remember what I ate 3 days ago. Maybe chicken. I have no idea.
Most people cannot. I do not know what I ate last Tuesday. It was a normal day. It was a boring day.
Yeah, I worked. I came home. I ate.
My brain ate the food, processed the day, and threw the memory in the trash.
Yeah.
The empty room threw it away. It's not important.
Makes sense.
But can you remember an amazing football goal from 20 years ago?
Yes. Easily. I remember the player. I remember the beautiful pass. I remember the ball hitting the top corner of the net.
Wow.
And I remember my dad jumping up and dropping his drink on the floor.
See, you remember it clearly. You remember your dad dropping his drink from 20 years ago. but you do not remember last Tuesday's dinner.
That is wild.
This is because when something makes us laugh or cry or jump up and celebrate with our family, our brain takes a special picture.
It takes a very clear picture.
The brain says, pay attention. This is important. Look at all this emotion. Save this file in a safe place.
Oh. So emotion tells the brain this is important. Keep the memory safe.
Yes, the stronger the emotion, the stronger the memory. Emotion is the glue that makes memories stick in our minds.
We remember our first love.
We remember school graduation. We remember great summer vacations. And yes, we remember terrible, slow waiting and amazing fast football matches.
We remember how time felt in those moments.
That is why the childhood matches seem so perfect, because we felt so purely happy.
The joy was huge, so the memory is huge.
Exactly. As we get older, we try to find that feeling again. Every time we watch a new match, every time we go on a trip, we want to feel that pure emotion again.
We want time to stop for a good reason, or we want time to fly because we are having so much fun.
We just want to feel something deeply. We want the room in our brain to be full of life.
We do.
And that is what this is all really about. The football match just shows us who we are. It shows us how we feel.
Yeah.
It shows us that time is not just numbers on a screen. Time is not just 60 cold seconds in a minute or 60 boring minutes in an hour.
We try to measure it with smartwatches and phones.
But our experience of time is completely human and completely personal.
It is all inside us. We create the time.
Yes, we do. The clock never changes, but maybe our hearts do.
Yeah, I think you are right. I will remember that next time I look at the clock.